Top new movies in October 2024. Hello and welcome to MaGame channel. October 2024 officially brings spooky season, and with that comes a variety of movies in theaters, such as The Return of Art the Clown, the next chapter in Arthur Fleck's story, a look into the beginnings of Saturday Night Live, Venom's final movie, a horror movie and a lot more. 2024 has seen successful movies from all genres, continuing the great streak of 2023, and there are still many more highly anticipated movies coming in the final months of the year. In this video, we summarize some of the films that will be released in October 2024. So, enjoy the video. Salem's Lot. Salem's Lot is a 2024 American supernatural horror film written and directed by Gary Dauberman, based on the 1975 novel by Stephen King. The movie will follow the basic structure of the book, with Ben Mears returning to his hometown to write and figure out the root of his childhood trauma. Instead, he finds he is in the presence of an ancient vampire that is draining the town of Jerusalem's lot of its spirit and lifeblood. In classic horror story fashion, Ben is the first one to catch on to the vampire menace, and he teams up with a local teen named Mike Ryerson who has also seen the strange goings-on. Undoubtedly, the new movie will add new wrinkles to the story, and it is presumably a modernized version of the 50-year-old novel. Salem's Lot is scheduled to be released by Max on October 3, 2024. House of Spoils. House of Spoils is a 2024 American supernatural horror film written and directed by Bridget Savage Cole and Danielle Cruddy. House of Spoils will feature Ariana DeBose as an ambitious chef who opens her first restaurant, a farm-to-table affair on a remote estate. She soon battles kitchen chaos, a dubious investor, crushing self-doubts and the powerful spirit of the estate's previous owner threatening to sabotage her at every turn. An anxiety-inducing story set in the high-pressure world of chefs and small-time restaurant businesses is certainly far from untested ground, though, judging by its synopsis, House of Spoils will have less in common with The Bear and more with a film like the Blumhouse-backed Whiplash. House of Spoils premiered at Fantastic Fest on September 21, 2024, before streaming on Amazon Prime Video on October 3. Hold Your Breath. Hold Your Breath is a 2024 American psychological horror thriller film directed by Carrie Krause and Will Joines, and written by Krause. Set in Dust Bowl era Oklahoma, Margaret is a grieving mother whose dedication to her daughter's safety turns into something a lot more sinister. Mother-daughter connection is at the core of the story, Paulson told People. It's not a slasher movie. It is really, at its core, an emotional story about a woman who is desperate to keep her children safe. The movie, Unraveling, takes us into a different space, but the reality, the foundational circumstance of the movie, is one of real American horror, she says. This idea that you couldn't even leave your home, and then even inside your home you couldn't prevent the dust from getting inside. The film is set to be released on Hulu on October 3, 2024.
He'll make you do terrible things.
We're very well. You?
Joker, Folie Deux. Joker, Folie Deux is a 2024 American musical psychological thriller film directed by Todd Phillips from a screenplay co-written with Scott Silver. When last we saw Arthur Fleck, he had just completed his deranged apotheosis and reached the peak of his insanity. The obvious question now is, where does the Joker go from here? As the film's official synopsis reads, failed comedian Arthur Fleck meets the love of his life, Harley Quinn, while incarcerated at Arkham State Hospital. Upon his release, the two of them embark on a doomed romantic misadventure. As to why Arthur Fleck would be released from prison after committing murder on live television in the previous film isn't known. Perhaps a plea of insanity worked in his favor? But the film's multiple trailers also provide an indication of how the plot could play out. Joker, Folie Deux is scheduled to be released in the United States on October 4, 2024. Saturday Night. Saturday Night is a 2024 American biographical comedy drama film directed by Jason Reitman, about the night of the 1975 premiere of NBC's Saturday Night. Saturday Night is based on the true story of the chaos and magic that unfolded behind the scenes in the final 90 minutes before the first ever broadcast of Saturday Night Live on October 11, 1975. The film brings to life the frantic energy at 30 Rockefeller Center as the cast and crew scramble to pull off a show that would change television history forever. As network executives looked on with doubt and set pieces malfunctioned, the cast and crew, including comedic legends like Chevy Chase, Dan Aykroyd, and John Belushi, worked furiously to get everything in place before the live broadcast. With a blend of drama and comedy, the movie recounts the extraordinary story of how these young comedians and writers pulled together to make television history, marking the start of a cultural revolution. Saturday Night premieres on October 11, 2024, on the 49th anniversary of the first episode of SNL.
They want you to fail. We just have to make it to air.
Terrifier 3. Terrifier 3 is a 2024 American Christmas slasher film written and directed by Damien Leone, and starring David Howard Thornton, Lauren Lavera, Elliot Fulham, and Samantha Scafidi. The storyline in the third main Terrifier movie will once again bring in Art the Clown as the antagonist, and another returning face is also in the film. As seen on the film's poster, Victoria Hayes from the first movie is back, with her face still brutally damaged after her first encounter with Art. More than likely, the movie will also build upon the child she had, or rather, the Art head that she gave birth to. In fact, the Art scene in the movie is most likely a fully grown version of this dark, demonic spawn. Terrifier 3's plot won't involve Halloween this time around, however, and it will instead be centered around Christmas. Terrifier 3 will be released theatrically on October 11, 2024. Smile 2. Smile 2 is an upcoming American psychological supernatural horror film written and directed by Parker Finn, a sequel to Smile in 2022. Smile 2 picks up after the events of the first film, but it's so far unclear how much time has elapsed. Knowing that the entity usually claims its victims within a week or so after setting its sights on them, it's most likely that the sequel takes place shortly after the ending of the first movie, as Kyle Gallner is reprising his role. He suddenly goes unnervingly quiet and begins to grin at her malevolently before taking his life in front of her. Now that the entity is after her, she consults with Morris, but it's unclear what relationship she has with him. Smile 2 is scheduled to be released in the United States by Paramount Pictures on October 18, 2024. Venom, The Last Dance. Venom, The Last Dance is an upcoming American superhero film featuring the Marvel Comics character Venom, the sequel to Venom and Venom Let There Be Carnage. In Venom, The Last Dance, Tom Hardy returns as Venom, one of Marvel's greatest and most complex characters, for the final film in the trilogy. Eddie and Venom are on the run. Hunted by both of their worlds and with the net closing in, the duo are forced into a devastating decision that will bring the curtains down on Venom and Eddie's last dance. There's also the matter of the multiverse, with Cristo Fernandez returning as the bartender opening a can of worms, since he should be in the MCU and not the Sonyverse. We'll just have to wait and see how that gets resolved, but in the meantime, it may be worth watching all the Marvel movies in order and refreshing your Spider-Man knowledge ahead of the new film. Venom, The Last Dance is scheduled to be released in the United States on October 25, 2024.
Eddie, I'm with you to the end.
So, those are some of the films that will be released in October 2024. Hope this video will help you to decide which movie to watch. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and activate the bell to get notified when we upload a new video. See you on the next video.